Oh, yo, you know, it's really nice to have you boys come all the way from Scotland to be in my studio tonight, but it doesn't mean you come such a distance and I don't throw no darts.
Okay.
Because I'm going to throw a dart. The album's hot, I'm feeling it, but I think it's track 3 or 4, you've got the R&B track on there.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that a mistake?
No, that was not.
No, because, yo, the album's hot, I just feel it didn't need that. Do you know what I mean? It was just totally odd, totally out of place.
What we tried to do with the album was have a lot of genres in there so that it's very diverse. So that a lot more market, I mean, if you have a lot more diverse tracks, then you've got more market to appeal to.
Oh, for sure, I understand.
So we thought, why not have a bit in there for the R&B people, a bit in there for the people that like the sad songs, a bit in there for the people that like the pure Disney songs. End of the day, it's just going to widen out the market, it's going to buy the album. So then we thought, yeah, it'd be good to have a pure R&B song on there, because no other album has actually done that in the Bhangra industry, so we thought that would be quite good.
But just basically, with putting Calvin's track on there was, more than one reason for putting the track on there. I mean, going right back, Calvin is a good friend of ours, and the track, he wrote the track quite a while before the album actually came out. But he hadn't, really pushed the track in the way he wanted to push it, in the sense of getting the crowd reaction out there and seeing how people, what they were feeling with the track. So we thought, rather than doing urban, everybody's doing the urban disco thing now, in the sense of, getting the whole R&B hip-hop with the Asian influences and getting, disco vibes upon there and disco lyrics upon there. We thought, why not flip it and do the other way around? Do the whole urban disco thing, do it, with the whole influences of R&B hip-hop and the Asian influences within the production. But rather than putting maybe an Asian vocalist and a rapper on there, why not just put an R&B vocalist on it? I mean, in the sense of where does it say what you can and can't?
No,
do?
you're right.
What I mean?
You're right. Absolutely. There's no rule book. But I don't like it.
No, a lot of Disney people.
I'll be real with you,
because
no, I mean, it's a hot joint, it's cool, but it's out of place, because I mean, I think if you took that out and just put another track, that would have worked. You would have rounded your album off hot. It would be a nice, good album. But you put something else in it. The only problem is, it's almost like you're kind of selling yourself out. No reason. You know what I mean? Actually, maybe as a single that would work. Do you know what I mean? As a crossover.
Well, with Sparked being the first release, now moving forward after Sparked, obviously we still want to work. On not just one engineer, but different engineers, in the sense that we want to work with this, this music. We want to work with the R&B side of things. We want to work with the urban disco side of things as well. So what we were trying to do, as Dave said, was trying to put across on our first release, rather than doing a full disco album and then 6 months down the line releasing an R&B track, we thought, try and show as much as we can on the first offering, and there, if 3 months down the line we do another R&B track, people aren't going to say, well,
we're just trying to show people what we're all about.
We don't want to just be cast as disco producers.
Yeah, I mean, we want to show everyone that we can do.
Sure.
So that's the reason.
Right, okay, I respect your answer, man. I respect your answer. All right, man. I ain't giving up though. One more coming up. This is the chart. 5 to 1. Let's go. At number 5 this week, edited by Faith, B2. At number 4, Look Again, Deji. At number 3, America's Most Wanted 3, DJ Sanj. At number 2 this week, the original edit, Dr. Zeus. And at number 1, Sparked, Northern Lights. Damn, it's definitely a good look to have the #1 artist on the #1 show tonight. That's the way it goes down. Northern Lights, congratulations, boys. Well done, man. How does it feel, #1?
Feels great, man.
Yeah, man. Well deserved. Definitely well deserved, man. Now, yo, after the success of this album, it's definitely, I said, we've been raving about it. It's hot joints on the street right now. How are you going to follow up, man? There must be some serious pressure. Like Vips, must be like getting those Vips out and whipping you boys in the studio or something. I mean, how are you going to follow this up, man?
In the sense of Northern Lights themselves, I mean, Northern Lights are going to take a little bit of a break for the production sense of doing their own album.
Right.
We're going to be working on producing a couple of albums for new artists, singers that are going to be coming out. Also, as well, you'll be able to get various tracks we're going to do on compilations coming out over the next, between now and the end of the year.
Right.
But it's time now. It's just like with the label, it's time. We've had our, we've dropped our first offering. There's other artists on the label as well that are busy working on their own products, and it's basically just their turn now. Basically, so the whip's out for them.
Yeah, the whip's out for them. But in terms of you guys, in terms of the other stuff you're going to do, I mean, there's going to be obviously a lot of pressure, a lot of people looking at spotlights on. Maybe people coming to you guys to do some work with. You know what I mean? How are you going to keep yourself, focused and fresh in this game, sir?
You know, we just keep on listening to new music, keep on listening to different genres of music, and keep on building our knowledge of music to basically come across with new ideas and new sounds, basically.
No, that's definitely a good look. Now, yo, just before we finish off, because we're seriously out of time tonight, tell me something that really gets on your chest about the industry right now. There must be something that you think, yo, I mean, MCs, you know, I know you don't really appreciate it, we don't want to go into there, but there must be something that, you know, really kind of, yeah, come on, Dev, I know you're trying to, you know, downloading, yeah, all for it. Is it affecting you guys?
It affects every artist, you know what I mean? When people download, you know what I mean, they think that they're getting a free album, it's all good, but the artists aren't getting the justice they deserve for producing good albums. Okay, fair dues, if you don't like an album, then fair dues, you know what I mean, download it all you want. I don't mind downloading if you want to see what an album's like, whether to spend £10 on it or not. But when you're downloading...
You know, you're saying that, Dog, and you know, this is a new debate in itself, man, but if you're going to tell people to go and download just to sample it, they ain't going to go and buy it once they've got it, you know, that's the way it works, baby.
But the sense of, you know, downloading, downloading happens, you can't stop downloading, it happens in every single genre of music. The thing is, though, the Bhangra market is such a niche market, you know, it's so small that it affects Bhangra producers a lot more than it would affect your 50 Cent or your Dr. Dre. And also, on top of that, it's not just the, you know, yeah, okay, you're right, you know, people that have downloaded your album, in theory, yeah, they should go out and buy it if it's to a certain, you know, level that they feel is you know, values it to be a decent product. They might not go out and buy it, fair enough. But, you know, that in itself does affect sales. But what adds to that is when you got Uncle G in the shop saying, well, hold on a minute, if I take the CD, burn it on a bit of cheap media, which cost me 15 to 20 pence, and scan the cover and sell it for a £5, do you know, that's just, I mean, obviously you can't stop downloading, everybody's got the internet, and it's really, really hard to try and crack down the whole downloading side of things. But when you've got the actual shopkeepers that actually that are licensed to sell your product.
Yo, Dev, on that note, quickly, a message to those shopkeepers, man.
Well, if you keep on bootlegging, there ain't going to be no artists left for you to even bootleg.
Yeah, that's right. And if you keep on doing that, Dev's going to turn up pretty gangster. Alright? Boys, it's been a real pleasure, man. It really has. Yo, quickly, what's happening in the future with you guys? Quickly, what's happening?
Well, watch out for a launch party for Spark. Various launch parties happening up and down the country. Next one's in Edinburgh pretty soon, and basically apart from that, we've got a video shoot coming up for the next release from the label, which is Pure Desi Volume 1, which features tracks from every artist on the label, and thereafter we've got Bikram Singh's album coming. I mean, everybody knows Bikram Singh, and the album's been produced fully by Tiger Style, so watch out for something.
And you can find further information on www.thenorthernlights.co.uk.
Yo, man, taking it in, man. It's been a pleasure. Guys, you got the keys anytime when you're down south. Bless us, all right? That's the way it goes down. Until next week, don't forget, if you want to get your hands on this, Tariq's worn shirt from the Nachdi Sonia video. I need to know the album before Nachdi Sonia. That's the way it goes down. You can holler at me, Jus Bhangra at ztv.co.uk, or text me, JB, a message 64141. Next week, up in Sangeet. That's the way it goes down. See ya!
Jus Bhangra, sponsored by Desi DJ Crew Entertainment.